Hi, it's Ra, Rishikavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. Well, this is a day with some starts and stops to it, but there's a sweet reward at the end. Let me explain. The sun today is at 14 degrees of, hey, let's communicate and socialize and learn new things. It's always a lot of fun. Air sign Gemini. The moon begins the day in the latter degrees of Earth sign Virgo, makes a harmonious trine to Uranus, which can be maybe an early awakening, a hard square 90-degree angle to Jupiter, which can mean our emotions are a little out of kilter. But then the moon moves early in the day into the love, beauty, and social justice-oriented air sign of Libra. That occurs at 6:38 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 9:38 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 2:38 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. That makes a big difference because our attention is then drawn to the more harmonious aspects of life because Libra is ruled by Venus. However, we've got to get through a couple of tough oppositions that the moon makes from 0 degrees of Libra to Saturn, the planet of limitations, at 0 degrees of Aries. That occurs at 8:04 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4:04 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Be careful not to get frustrated around that time. And an opposition from 1 degree of Libra to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions, but it can be a little foggy and confusing as well, at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 6:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. We get through all of that, and then we get into the afternoon, more toward the evening, and we get the moon at 3 degrees of Libra in a lovely trine, a nice flowing angle to Pluto, the lord of power and transformation, sitting at 3 degrees of Aquarius. That occurs 1:52 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4:52 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 9:52 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then comes the kicker, the nice, sweet reward, which is that Venus, which is Libra's ruling planet, is at 28 degrees of Aries in a harmonious sextile, 60-degree angle to Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion, at 28 degrees of Gemini. That's a win the lottery. Gee, I feel so good I can hardly stand it. Let's look for the sweet things in life kind of energy. That occurs 7:32 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 3:32 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, so it's worth waiting for. I'm Ra, Rishikavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.